Lighting is one of the most important factors of photography and film production, and to get it right is really difficult. And well, Zhiyun have sent us this 300 watt light. Let me just turn it on now. I mean, that's just at 1%. And well, we wanted to test it in a professional environment. I didn't want to just test it at home. I wanted to show it and really get used to it in a professional environment, because that's when you find out if something's good and what the difficulties with it. We were filming with Sarah from Hole Punching. Now, she wanted to make some feature-length videos about what she does and sell them as packages online on a website.
You'll find that when you get to the corners, it's a little trickier to do with two hands, so you'll need to brace the frame with one and lift with the other.
And so we needed a light which was covered a wide space of area indoors, but also not too harsh. And more importantly, when the needlework that was on the table needs to be clean, bright and sharp. The lights we have already are very basic, but they cost a few £100. But they were continuous, there's no functions, or there's no adjustments with them, they're just all in one. Because we've had the smaller version, we reviewed it a while ago, the M20C, and it's fantastic. There's so many functions, very powerful, very portable. But one of the best things about it is its adjustability. And that this light here, that's amazingly has the same functionality on the LCD screen just there. And you can control it by these two toggles and switches built into the side. And so immediately you can just flick through. I like the quick, if you press it once on the side, it goes through the colour temperatures that you want. You can see it's changing. But also you can fine tune it with by the toggle, and it's the same for the power. So you've got 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%, 100% power. Obviously that's more than you need without any softbox on, of course. Then you can go back to zero pretty quickly. I'll leave it on about 10% for this. And it comes with the Bowen mount, so you can just click in really easily. Connectors, your softboxes, your umbrellas, your diffusers, all kinds of things, and it just works straight away. And as you can see, the fans just kicked in. That's one of the major important factors for me for a light, because I've had lights before where they get hot really quickly and you can't use them for very long, and I worry about the heat and the fire risk, and your hands just even touching them, you can't do it so much to adjust it. This is one of the best features of this light here, is because it's so quiet. I mean, you might be able to hear it if I put the mic right next to it. But even at this distance, obviously you wouldn't have a light this close anyway, but I doubt you'll be able to hear it even with this. Because it has 3 fans on the side to keep it cool, because it's all in one box. And you might think, well, with 3 fans it's going to be really loud. No, they're really quiet. And we had Sarah about 1.5 meters, 2 meters away with a mic, and it's completely clean. You cannot hear it at all through the microphone, which is fantastic, because it was a very quiet environment at her home, and we wanted to hear all the little punches going through the fabric. So we had it on all day. We were filming for 2 days, and we had no problems with overheating, or we thought it was getting too hot or anything like that. It's just perfect. I can't believe how good that is when you just want to keep on going with filming and not worry about health and safety and fire risk and not being able to touch it. I was always able to touch and adjust the light. So we used an umbrella, which we found the most to give a wide span of light, because obviously this is a 300 watt, and you don't use it direct on the subject without anything on it, because it'd be too harsh and blinding. So you use a deflector or softbox, and then you need more power going into that to make it diffused and give a stronger light, because obviously if you're diffusing light, it diffuses the light and makes it darker. So we had it on about 70% power, which we found was just right. In some circumstances we did turn that up when we wanted to get some really intricate details, and we were further away sometimes. So it was all about proximity, of course. I wouldn't take this outside because it's not portable anyway. You need a continuous power from the mains, but obviously there's holes and there's vents, so anything with particles like dust even or sand, you do not want to get it into this unit. Obviously you could use protectors or umbrellas on top of it to protect it, but I wouldn't recommend it. One of the best features is its flexibility with the controls and how quick you can do it with the colour temperature and the power, but it also has a whole array of options for filmmaking, which are just, I never knew what you would use them for particularly. But if you want to create certain ambience, and with cinematography and film production, even in an interview situation, you want to create an environment that's moody to suit the mood of your production. For this, we wanted it to be a kind of clean white but warm white look, and we did that with the light itself, so I don't have to do it in post, because I like to film getting it right as much as possible in the camera. Another great feature is, like with the smaller unit, you can use it with the app. If you've got the light further away or it's high up, you can use the app and it's fully responsive to what you want to do with these controls just in your mobile. Fantastic. So Zhiyun do have other ranges, and that depends on what you want to do. And it's also about working distance. So the further away from subject, you need a more powerful light when you're diffusing the light with the softboxes. I hope that makes sense. So this unit comes in at £539. Now I think with its functionality, it's actual how it works as a unit, that you can film all day with the quieter fans, the power and the flexibility of use. I think that's a real bargain. So some of the drawbacks, I would say I would like the screen to be bigger on the back so I can see it more without, maybe it's just my eyes, but you know, it's quite a small screen. And thanks Zhiyun to sending us this light to review. It does get a stamp of approval because it's just so powerful, so flexible, and it's quite light as well. I mean, my other lights and older lights in the past were so big and heavy and cumbersome, you couldn't really take them on set very easily. So yeah, we fully recommend this 300 watt unit, the B300. It made the shooting so easy and simple. See you next time. Woo! Look at that, like a film, Blade Runner or something. Yeah, maybe I should make Blade Runner again. You know, maybe I should make a film with, and I'll definitely use this light.